Hello everyone, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I am in Thailand right now and I wanted to share with you this beautiful place that I'm at called Wat Po. It's in Bangkok and you see all these beautiful Buddhas behind me. I've never seen so many. There's rows and rows of Buddhas here in gold. I think they're gold plated, and just before earlier I saw this one very long Buddha, maybe 50 meters long, which was really incredible. And I love to be around Buddhas. I think maybe in a past life or something, definitely had something to do with it, because I feel very comfortable here and yeah, happy. So wanted to share with you a flow that's wonderful to clear the head, stuffy nose, also for sinuses. So we had these questions if I could do something on sinuses. So here it is. And let's jump right in. So before we begin, let's tune into our pulses and see which side we're gonna choose to treat ourselves on. So take your 3 fingers, make sure they're even, and place them right here at the wrist bone. There's a little bone here. You slide off it and then move back up against it like this. And then just take a breath here, feeling the right side or whatever side you're on of your body. Take one more breath and then moving to the other side. Again, just tuning in briefly to see which side you would like to work on, giving yourself a session. So this is one way to find out which side is in need, is to listen to your pulses. And if you don't feel anything, just practice along with me the next time, and eventually you will feel it. It feels like a little heartbeat, but you're not. You're feeling everything in the pulse, the secrets of the universe, the organ flows, the depths, for those of you who have been studying. But if you are a newbie, a beginner, then just listen to the texture, and the one that's louder is the side that you like to choose to work on. So another way to find out is to see which safety energy location, and on this little flow we start on safety energy location 3, which is located right here at the tip of the shoulder. So just bring your hands in there and see which side feels tighter to you, maybe even a little tender, fuller, or very empty. And then ask yourself if that was the same that you identified in your pulse. So that's how we start practicing the art of jinshin, really getting to know a lot about ourselves. So if you have a stuffy face, then see which side it is, or if you have sinus project, see which is. So if it is this side, then leave your hand on this safety energy location 3. If it's on this side, then place your hand on the opposite 3. So place your hand on the opposite 3 of the face you would like to clear. So the first step is we'll place our hand on the 20, and we'll go right on the high 20, which is almost in the hairline here. This is a great hold also to calm the mind. 20 really calms the mind. And safety energy location 3 is the key to our immune system. It's also called a door, and a door, the revolving door between the exhale and the inhale. So 3 harmonizes the exhale and the inhale. So wonderful for breathing projects as well. So let's take 3 breaths here. Exhaling all the way to the toes. Letting go of everything you don't need. Just let it go with the exhale. And then at the big toes, the inhale begins, where we can receive. We receive the abundance, the inhale, oxygenating our bodies, oxygenating our cells. Very nice. And see if you feel a pulsation. The pulsation is the energy spiraling to the core of the body. So this is, of course, wonderful to do when you're lying down. I'm standing up because I don't think there's a good space to sit, but by all means do this sitting down, lying down, so you're very comfortable, so you can feel the movement of energy. So let's take another breath here, feeling the pulsation, feeling the energy move, and we will start to move our fingers down. Before we do that, let's move our hand from the 3. We'll move it up to location 4 between 4 and 12. So 4 is located right here at the base of the skull, and then 12 is right underneath it. So we're between 4 and 12, or wherever feels good for you. It could be more on a 4 or more on a 12. And then we will slowly start move our hand down to 20, and we're here on a high 20, so we're passing 20, and here we go right on where the sinuses are. So again, see where it feels good to you. It can be closer to the center line, or it can be a little bit more lateral. So stay there. If you have a ridge here, you're probably a big thinker, and that tells us something about our depth too, when we see like this pointy big forehead. So this hold will help. So let's take 3 breaths here. Again, inhaling fully and then exhaling completely, letting go, so that we can receive new, fresh, wonderful freshness, newness, oxygen, oxygenating our bodies. Very nice. And now let's move our fingers right underneath the eyebrow, close to the nose if you have nasal projects or if there's congestion there. So this flow is great for colds, of course, also head colds, moving the energy down. And then moving to 21. So you can stop anywhere along the line. Clear the sinuses, clear those nasal passages. And then we will rest at 21. 21, calming our thoughts when we are stressed, mental stress. Then 21 is wonderful. Also, it's where the stomach flow begins and the large intestine flow ends, 21. So great for digestion. So you see that all the flows help so many different things. Take one more breath here, and also see if you feel any congestion in the 21. Sometimes people are just sitting like this, resting, right, when they feel stressed, and they don't even know they're helping their own bodies. But yeah, how wonderful is that? And then the last step is we will move our hand to 22, which is located right here underneath the collarbone, to bring the energy down, to allow for it, to give it some space to move from the head down. So thinking about that, let's finish up by holding our 15, which is located right here at the top of the thigh, just to allow for the energy to move all the way down. Wonderful. And then let's go back to listening to our pulses. And the other side, are they more quiet? Or do they feel more in harmony? Are they more even? So this is all something to explore over time. It takes a while to learn the pulses. And if you feel that you would like to practice the other side, then please, by all means, do so. I'll briefly guide you along. So it's me being a little bit more quiet. 3, and into the hairline, high 20. Then moving to above the eyebrow. I'm closer, a little bit in for sinus projects. That's great, but you can go right on where the discomfort is. Then underneath the eyebrow, close to the nose. So you can stay as long as you want for each hold, whatever feels good for you. Stay there a little bit longer. 21, then 22. And you can leave your hand on the 3 for this flow. But before, on the other side, I moved it up to 4, so I'm moving it up right now. You be the artist. There's not one way to do it. I often stay on the 3 to help and boost my immune system. And then to 15. There. Wonderful. So I'm so glad to share this wonderful moment in Thailand with you in Bangkok. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the video, subscribe to our channel, share it with a loved one, like the video, get involved. And use your hands every day to practice the art of jinshin.